Making a complete sentence without any grammatical error is a life goal for many. Sometimes it may feel like speaking a sentence in English is scary, so you just stop even trying to speak a whole sentence. But you can do that normally, without tensions and error. Learning parts of speech can help you to get a clear idea on usage of simple parts of a sentence. But you may think also that, is it a must to understand every part of this part of speech? Well, to know that, welcome to our channel Day-to-Day Learning, and let's begin with our today's lesson on parts of speech. Theoretically, understanding the parts of speech in English grammar is very important because they have an important role to form a sentence. What is part of speech? The part of speech indicates how the word functions in meaning as well as grammatically within the sentence. An individual word can function as more than one part of speech when used in different circumstances. Understanding parts of speech is essential for determining the correct definition of a word. There are 8 parts of speech. Noun, name of person, place, thing, or idea. Example, ball, pen, Bangladesh, ice cream. Pronoun, pronouns replace nouns. Example, I, he, she, they. Verbs, it expresses action, like jump, write, drive, dance. Adjective, an adjective modifies or describes a noun or pronoun. Example, young girl, long hair, blue sky, dark color. Adverb, an adverb modifies or describes a verb, an adjective, or another adverb, but never a noun. Example, he brought me a very large bowl of soup and then he quickly disappeared. Prepositions, a word placed before a noun or pronoun to form a phrase modifying another word in the sentence. Example, in, of, for. Conjunctions, a conjunction joins words, phrases, or clauses. Example, and, but, or. Interjections, an interjection is a word used to express emotion. Example, wow, oops, etc. Let's know more in detail about each of the part of speeches mentioned above. Noun. The first real word you ever used probably was a noun. A word like mama, daddy, car, or cookie. Most of us start talking with noun basically, right? Nouns have these characteristics. They are abstract or concrete. They are proper or common. Most of are singular or plural, but some are collective. Every noun is either abstract or concrete. Abstract nouns name things we cannot see, touch, or detect readily through our senses. Abstract nouns name ideas like existentialism, democracy, measurements like height, percent, emotions like betrayal, affection, or qualities like responsibility. Concrete nouns, on the other hand, name persons, including animals like tiger or a lion, places like China or beach, or things we can see, touch, or otherwise detect through our senses. Every noun is either proper or common. A proper noun identifies a particular person, animal, place, thing, or idea. The first letter of each word of a proper noun is capitalized. A common noun does not name a particular person or thing, rather it refers to a whole class or type. Common nouns do not require capitalization. Now we are going to see some examples. Lilac is his favorite flower. Here, lilac is the proper noun and flower is the common noun. The Rooks and the Rangers are our local soccer and baseball teams. The Rooks and the Rangers is the proper noun and teams is the common noun. Bidwell Park is one of the largest municipal parks. Here, Bidwell Park is the proper noun and parks is the common noun. Lundberry Family Farm is a sustainable organic farm. Here, Lundberry Family Farm is the proper noun and farm is the common noun. Most nouns are either singular or plural. Most nouns are made plural with the addition of s or es. Thus, instructor becomes instructors and class become classes. Some nouns have irregular plural forms like men becomes men and woman becomes women. Child becomes children and person becomes people. Okay, let's discuss about pronoun now. Pronouns replace nouns. Without them, language would be repetitious, lengthy, and awkward. Example: Steve had severe back trouble, and although Steve approached stairs gingerly and lifted with care, Steve could barely walk. Now replace the nouns with the pronouns. Steve had severe back trouble, and although he approached stairs gingerly and lifted with care, he could barely walk. Have you seen the changes? The sentence sounds more pleasant than earlier, right? There are 6 types of pronouns. Personal pronouns. Notice that nouns refer to specific persons, places, or things. Personal pronouns also refer to specific persons, places, or things. Pronouns have characteristics called number, person, and case. Number refers to whether a pronoun is singular like him or plural like them. Person falls in 3 categories. First person, I, us. Second person, you. Third person, he, she, it, they, them. Case refers to what job a pronoun can legally perform in a sentence. First person, subjective, I, we. Objective, me, us. Second person, subjective, you. Objective, you. Third person, subjective, he, she, it, they. Objective, him, her, it, them. Indefinite pronouns. While personal pronouns refer to specific persons, places, or things, indefinite pronouns refer to general persons, places, or things. Indefinite pronouns all are third-person pronouns and can be subjects or objects in sentences. Indefinite pronouns singular: anyone, no one, someone, everyone, anybody, nobody, somebody, everybody, anything, nothing, something, everything, either, another, each, one, any. Many indefinite pronouns seem to refer to groups. Everybody seems like a crowd, right? And so are often mistakenly treated as plurals. Everybody overfilled their backpack, which is incorrect. However, any indefinite pronoun that ends in one, body, thing, is singular. Everybody overfilled his or her backpack. On the other hand, Some indefinite pronouns are plural, like both, few, many, several. Plural indefinite pronouns take plural verbs and plural pronouns. Both were rewarded for their courage. Many attend in spite of their other obligations. A few indefinite pronouns can be either singular or plural depending on the context, like most, any, all, none, some, neither. Possessive pronouns. Possessive pronouns replace possessive nouns. Thus, Jamie's cuvette becomes her cuvette. Possessive pronouns never take apostrophes. Possessive pronouns: my, mine, our, ours, your, yours, his, her, his, hers, its, their, theirs, whose. Reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns add emphasis. They always follow a noun or personal pronoun and do not appear alone in a sentence. Jamie herself changed the tire. The meaning is that she and no one else changed the tire. And the emphasis is on the independence of her action. Reflexive pronouns also show that someone did something to himself or herself. She surprised herself with how well she did on the test. Reflexive pronouns: myself, ourselves, yourself, yourselves, himself, herself, itself, themselves. A reflexive pronoun cannot replace the subject of a sentence, such as in Berkue and myself are taking that class together. Instead, use a personal pronoun. Berkue and I are taking that class together. Or Berkue and I myself are taking that class together. Relative pronouns. A relative pronoun begins a clause that refers to a noun in a sentence. A clause is a word group with its own subject and verb. For example, who begins a clause that refers to people. Krista is the math teacher who helped me the most. That may refer either to persons or things. Laura is the math teacher that knows the most about calculus. Calculus is the class that I am taking in the fall. Which begins a clause that refers to things. Statistics, which is the interpretation of collected numeral data, has many practical applications. Relative pronouns: that, which, who, whom, whoever, whomever, whose, what. Demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns indicate specific persons, places, or things. That is a great idea. That is a pronoun referring to the abstract noun, idea. Demonstrative pronouns: these, that, those. For today, that's all. In the next video, we will discuss about verb and adjective. Take care.